defense, freshman defense, number 16, Sophie Hoganson. Starting at right wing, junior winger, number 8, Jody Ostrowski. At left wing, senior winger, number 3, Jenna Bufflin. And starting in center, junior center, number 7, Emma Helgeson. And the remainder of the Rams, head coach by Steve Hublin, assisted by Cicely Nelson, Kelsey Battenstall, and Paul Grafstra. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets. Starting in goal this afternoon, junior goaltender number 33, Abby Edstrom. At right defense, senior defense, number 26, Lillian Rue. At left defense, freshman defense, number 6, Betty Reworth. Starting at right wing, freshman winger, number 22, Dorothy Carney. At left wing this afternoon, 8th grade winger, number 24, Julia Girardi. And starting in center, sophomore center, number 20, Abby Buzzy. And the remainder of your Blue Jackets, head coach by Emily Erickson, assisted by Eric Reworth, Pete Idu, and Kay Collier.
And we're about ready to get this one underway. Right on time, a couple minutes early even. Gotta like that. Doug here, glad to have you along on this Saturday afternoon. Sun shining, still a little cold. I think the last I checked it was like 3 below. Sounds like another one down in the teens and some places 20 below tonight, but after all, it is January, right? Both teams around their respective goaltenders. Blue Jackets in their home white uniforms, trimmed in navy blue breezers, navy blue helmets. They'll be moving right to left. The Rams of Roseau in their traditional green jerseys, trimmed in white, the white helmets and the black breezers. This will be huge if the Blue Jackets can get the victory here today. It's going to be a tall order, though. Again, if you're just joining us in a JV game, it was all Roseau 6-0, and they outshot the girls 65-3. Blue Jackets head to center ice in the bench. Meanwhile, Roseau still around their freshman goaltender, Josie Johnson, seeing her first action of this season. Steve Hublin going with the youngster instead of his tried and trusted Kiana Flagg, who's been outstanding this year with 8 shutouts. And Buzzy on the draw with Helgeson, and it's going to be knocked into the Roseau zone where it's picked up instantly and brought into the Blue Jacket zone, into the right corner. Going back for the puck is Ostrowski. Trying to dig a loose was Reworth. And now working up the left wing for the Blue Jackets is Julie Girardi. She makes it to the Roseau blue line. That's about as far as she's going to get. Battle at center along the near boards. Sent into the Roseau zone. Back to pick it up is Murphy, one of the 2 D1 players on this squad, committed to Vermont after this year when she graduates. Back to pick up the puck is Sophie Helgeson. She's going to leave it for Murphy. Murphy cycles it up near the right wing half wall. Gets it to Bufflin. Bufflin's tied up on the play by Rue. Comes out to the right point, kept alive by the Blue Jackets. With the puck, they'll send it in behind the net to Murphy off the stick of Ostrowski. Now quickly down the ice to center. Slap shot from Bufflin, sails wide, line change Roseau. Just over a minute into this game, no score. At center with the puck as Lundell gets to the blue line, flips it down deep. Blue Jackets will finish up their line change. Long pass out to center, rolls off a couple of skates. Blue Jackets send it right back into the Roseau zone. Back to pick it up is Callis. Callis on a right wing pass to Strand. Strand sends it into the Blue Jacket zone. Back to pick it up, Courtney Anderson. Here's Buzzy. Buzzy had it poked off her stick at the blue line by Reese Strand. And it's sent deep by the Blue Jackets. Left wing half wall, trying to dig that loose for the Blue Jackets was Julia Girardi, but quickly down the ice comes Strand. Sent into the Blue Jacket left corner, and a line change for Roseau. 15:05 to go into first. Pass too far in front of Maria Girardi, and back to pick up that puck is Santel. Taken away at center and sent deep by Lundell for the Blue Jackets. Roseau with the puck, working it up along the near side. It's Stoskov, the Bemidji State commit. Now Murphy in behind the net. Left wing pass. They'll get it out to center. Tied up along the wall was Holmgren. Puck trickles into the Blue Jackets zone, but right there the Blue Jackets Rue tried to work it ahead to Dury. Then it's knocked down into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Rewerts gathers it in. Tries to send it into the left corner. Knocked down by Roseau, trying to battle for that puck now for the Blue Jackets. And trying to work it out is Carlson, kept alive at the right point by Johnson. And it's right in front of the net. Some hard work coming off the inboards by Bufflin, but it didn't help out Roseau at all. Cleared down the ice by the Blue Jackets. This will be enough for an icing, and it is. With 13:59 to go here in the first, no scoring, no shots between Hibbing Chisholm, ranked 14th in Class A, against Roseau, ranked 15th in Class AA. Blue Jackets have outscored their opponents 12-9 in period one. Meanwhile, Roseau has outscored their opponents 22-3 in the first period. Face off to the right of Abbey. Cleared out to center. Callis with the puck. Callis banks it off the right wing wall into the Blue Jacket zone. Rue is there. It's taken away by Ostrowski. Ostrowski sets it up. And Helgeson tried to take the shot from the right circle, and it was deflected up. Here's Bufflin. Her backhand's cleared into the right corner. Bufflin with the puck. She'll send it back behind. And a penalty's coming up on Roseau, and it's going to be a high stick, and the Blue Jackets go on the power play here first tonight. Going off will be Bufflin. So Bufflin's going off for the high stick. And the time of this will be 3:31. Power play number one for the Blue Jackets. Power play improved to 12.2% because of a couple power play goals last night. Penalty kill 92.3 for Roseau. Brought across by Murphy. Her shot from the blue line is held on by Edstrom. And we'll have a face-off to the left of Abbey in the Blue Jacket defensive zone. 1:49 to go in that Bufflin penalty. 13:17 to go. And that was the first shot of the game, 0-0. With the puck for the Blue Jackets, trying to get it down is Lundell to Buzzy. Now Rue has it, sends it up. Murphy intercepts near the left point. Knocked off her stick, shot thrown at the net, that's blocked. Santel tried to work it through traffic. Oh, and that hits the pipe. Holy moly, what a shot from Callis from the almost the top of the right circle. A slapper, and that deflected and bounced off the pipe. Unfortunately for the Blue Jackets, that did not go in. Face off now to the left of Edstrom. Buzzy wins the draw cleanly this time against Strand. Sent around Lundell to Rewerts. Now out to center to Buzzy. Buzzy carries it across on the left wing. Buzzy sets it up to Girardi. Couldn't pull the trigger from the left circle. And now it's cleared down the ice by Strand. Back to pick it up. Santel's going to get there first in the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone, just tying it up with a minute to go in that power play. Now Lundell comes away with it. Here's Lundell, circles the net, working down the right side. Left wing pass to center, rolls off the stick of Buzzy into the Roseau left corner. Callis is there to pick it up. She'll circle in behind the net. She'll rattle it around the boards all the way back down in the Blue Jacket zone. Edstrom will stop it behind the Blue Jacket net. Courtney Anderson picks it up. And her pass too far in front of Buzzy comes out to neutral. Murphy with it, the Vermont commit. She'll throw the shot on from the right wing half wall, directed away with the stick of the goaltender Edstrom. There's another pipe that got hit from the wrister from the left point by Callis. And the Blue Jackets can't even get it out of their zone. Now they're going to ice it. Still 14 seconds to go in that power play. What a penalty kill by Roseau this time around. Blue Jackets have yet to get a shot. 2 shots on goal in the game for Roseau. But right now the Blue Jackets are having a hard time getting out of their defensive zone on the power play. 11:42 to go, period one, no score. Face off to the right of Edstrom. Carney takes a draw, comes over to the left wing half wall. Puck bouncing, Haben picks it up. Haben to the blue line, working down the right wing. Her shot's deflected wide of the net. Loose puck's gathered in by Helgeson. Sylvie Helgeson zips it around to the right wing half wall to Santel. Comes out near the right point. That shot's deflected at the half wall. Now near the right point. Tipped out to center. And quickly down the other way, it's Santel. Santel, a shot from the left circle and a save Edstrom, no rebound. 11:10 to go, period one, no score. Hibbing, Chisholm, and Roseau. Doug Diedrich here, glad to have you along on a Saturday afternoon. Knocked in along the end boards in the Blue Jackets zone, trying to dig it loose as Carlson comes right out in front. And just to the right of Edstrom, trying to get that shot off with Strand. And another nice save by Edstrom. Cleared around, but not out. Kept alive at the right point. Unable to clear the zone was Anderson. Now, Manton sends it out. Dury whacks at it, and it rolls into the Roseau zone. She'll pin up Hedlund with it at the right wing half wall. Sends it deep into the left corner of the Rams zone. Out near the left point, kept alive, nicely done by Flatten. Now out to neutral. It's Stoskov. Stoskov across to the right circle. Sends it in front. A shot sails wide off Santel. Santel breaking down the middle. And a good opportunity on the 2-on-1, unable to convert by Roseau. Blue Jackets battling near the left point in the Blue Jacket defensive zone. It trickles out to neutral. Santel has it, poked off her stick. She'll retrieve it at her own blue line. Rewerts with the puck to the blue line. Her shot's blocked. Comes to the left half wall. Going to be gathered in by Callis. Callis sends it down the ice. Rue gives chase. Rue couldn't clear. Shot put on from near the bottom of the right circle by Wensloff. And another save by Edstrom. 9:40 to go, period one. No score. Blue Jackets still looking for their first shot. Out near the right point with the puck is Helgeson. Sends it over to the left point. Big pad save off the slap shot from Strand. Into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. It's a battle. Helgeson and Rue. Rue to the left corner with Helgeson. Blue Jackets can't clear. In from the left circle, a blocker save off the wrist shot from Wensloff. The pressure being applied. Little wraparound right in front. Cleared away by the Blue Jackets. Picked up in the right circle by Helgeson. Thrown towards the net. Finally, the Blue Jackets come away with it. It's Carney to center. Carney's going to dump it in. Line change coming up for the Blue Jackets with 9 minutes to go in period one. Shots on goal, 7-zip Roseau. No score. Down the right wing. It's Murphy. Murphy avoids everybody. Has it into the right corner. Then it was taken away by the Blue Jackets. Nice play by Carlson. And it's poked off her stick. Rolls back in along the end boards near the right corner. Sets it up. Right circle. Shot. Ooh, and that's deflected on a skate of Blue Jackets on the Ostraki. And then it's out front and buried, and it's 1-0. Getting the goal is going to be Helgeson. Ella Helgeson puts Roseau up 1-0. Time of this goal is going to be 8:26. So Helgeson. So Crossan gets the assist. So for Helgeson, that's her fourth goal of the year, and it's 1-0 Roseau. But Roseau is continually dictating play and putting under pressure, and it finally ended up in the back of the net. And a tripping penalty is going to come up on a battle along the end wall, and Maria Girardi's going off. Time of this penalty is going to be 8:51. First power play of the night for Roseau. Roseau's power play 37.5%, 12 of 32. Blue Jacket penalty kill at 87.2%. They've given up 5 in 39 penalty kills. Up high with the puck. Santel's shot. Blocker save. Comes to the left wing half wall. That loose puck's grabbed by Stoskop. Right in front of the net. Slides over as they tried to set it up in front to Strand, I think, but it went over to Santel, who was all alone, camped out to the right of the net, and it's a power play goal. And just like that, it is Roseau up 2-0 in the Santel power play goal. And for Santel, that's her 22nd of the year. And this will come at 9:08. So Murphy gets the lone assist. But quickly down the other way is Roseau again. Sent in behind the Blue Jacket net. Trying to get to it was Buzzy. Left corner. Strand in behind the net to the right corner. Sent back to the left corner by Stoskov. Murphy pinches way down. She's tied up by Carney in the left corner. With the puck is Murphy. Murphy out near the blue line. Murphy sets it up, right circle, shot, save, puck up behind the net. 7:08 to go, period 1, 2-0 Roseau. Rearwards, tried to work it to Carney, kept alive, left point, sent deep by Murphy, line change Roseau. Rue picks it up along the end boards. Tried to work it up, she gets it to Julia Girardi. Her pass is knocked down at center by Wenslow. Sent back into the Blue Jackets zone. Trying to dig it loose. Now comes out near the blue line. Shots deflected on a slapper from Callis into the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Rue tied up along the wall. Maria Girardi comes away with it. She'll set it around to the near boards to Julia Girardi. Off the stick of Haben at center and sent right back into the Blue Jacket zone. 6:24 to go. Period number 1. It's 2-0 Roseau. And it's been all Roseau since the drop of the puck. Shots 12-0. At center with the puck. Lundell backhands it to the Roseau blue line. Roseau battling for the puck and offside. Both Lundell and Maria Girardi were trying to dig it loose near the left point. And it must have crossed in offside. Either way, we're back up underway here. Lundell, left wing half wall, centering pass. Girardi couldn't get anything on it. That was a good try. Got a penalty coming up. This one, I think, is going on Bufflin again. So Bufflin's going off. That's her second here in the first period. This will come at 11:05. Let's see if the Blue Jackets can do something with this. They didn't get a shot off. In fact, their first power play, they hardly got the puck out of their own defensive zone. It's in behind the Blue Jacket net. Allie Buzzy with it. Had it poked off her stick as soon as she tried to make a move by Helgeson. Helgeson has it, sends it back out near the blue line. Wrist shot coming. It's blocked by Allie Buzzy. But now Murphy has it. Her shot. Right on net. A little wrister from the left point, and that's deflected off the paddle of Edstrom out of play. Still a minute 19 to go in that Blue Jacket power play, the second of the night. Roseau with the 2-0 lead. Here's Murphy. She'll just send it down deep along the end boards. Strand will come away with it in the right corner. Carney trying to dig it loose. She went hard into the boards. Now and she comes away with it. Here's Carney. Long pass to center. Haben gains the blue line. She'll send it deep. In behind the Roseau net. Callis with it. Tried to clear. Got it up to Strand, who's tied up at the half wall on the left side. Rue throws it towards the net. Sails wide. 45 seconds to go in the power play, and Roseau clears it down the ice. Into the right corner, it's Santel. Santel has a goal here, centering, trying to break it into Murphy, was coming in from the left point on the backside, and he didn't connect. Out to center. Julia Girardi. She'll bring it across the blue line offside. 22 seconds left to go in the power play. 4:16 to go, period number 1. Interesting thing going on in East Grand Forks here in boys hockey, folks. Lake of the Woods, who's only lost 2 games all year, leads after 2 periods, 1-0 over East Grand Forks. Blue Jackets will see them next weekend as we make that Crookston East Grand Forks trip. And, of course, you'll be able to hear it right here on 106.3 WMFG. Play continues now in behind the Roseau net. Maria Girardi tried to tie up a player. Here's Buzzy with the puck, right wing half wall. Poked off her stick, cleared down the ice on the backhand by Ostrowski. Blue Jackets pick up the puck. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Again, Blue Jackets have yet to generate a shot in this game. Maria Girardi battling at center. Lundell's there as well. Lundell comes away with it, loses the puck, picked up by Helgeson. Almost intercepted at center by Haven, battling with Bufflin, who just got out of the sin bin for the second time in the period. To center ice. It's Ostrowski. Gets it back from Bufflin, and they'll turn it over. Here come the Blue Jackets the other way. Haven had it taken away at center by one of the captains, Wenslaw. Thrown out to the Roseau blue line with the puck is Helgeson. This is Sophie Helgeson. Stick handles in. Carries it in behind the Blue Jacket net. Sets it up. Tried it in front. Tried to set it up to Johnson. And they were unable to connect. And we have an interference penalty coming up. And now the Blue Jackets going off. And this will be Carlson going off. Interference penalty on Carlson. This will come at the 13:56 mark. And it's power play number 2 for Roseau. They're already 1 for 1 on the afternoon. Here's Murphy, left point. Sends it down to Stoskov in behind the net. They'll try to work it into the right corner to Santel. Back to Stoskov. Murphy, top of the left circle. Wrist shot, sails wide. At the right wing half wall. Santel battles for the puck with Kearney. Santel comes away with it. Here's Santel back out to the blue line for Bufflin. Slap shots knocked down in front. Nicely done by Buzzy, but the Blue Jackets can't clear. Now they do. Here's Rue across on the left wing. Her wrist shot, blocker save. Blue Jackets finally get a shot on net with 2:22 to go here in the period. Brought across. Santel, left circle shot, save Edstrom. Puck to her right. Cleared around now into the right corner. Bufflin with the puck. Had it poked off her stick by Rewerts. Bufflin regains control into the right corner. Sets it up high. Now they'll work it over to Santel. Santel try to get it to Murphy, left corner, a little bit too far in front of her, but Murphy will get there with 49 seconds to go in the power play. Santel, left circle, backhand, and unable to put a shot on was Strand, who momentarily got the loose puck. There's Santel all alone in the bottom of the right circle. She shoots it wide. Ostrowski with the puck in the left corner of the Blue Jackets zone. To Wenslaw. Back to Ostrowski in behind the Blue Jacket net. 24 seconds to go in the power play for Roseau. Minute 24 to go in period 1. It's a 2-0 Roseau lead. There's a shot that's deflected, rolls into the right corner. Helgeson is there. Tried to set it up, and here's Bufflin. Bufflin had it poked off her stick by Maria Girardi. Nice defensive work. Back to pick it up at her own blue line is Murphy. 3 seconds to go in the power play, and the Blue Jackets are going to successfully kill this one off, and they got a shot on goal. Wrist shot from the high slot from Ostrowski goes wide. Under a minute to play period 1. Flipped out to center. Callis with it. Backhands it to the Blue Jacket blue line. Blue Jackets send it right back out to neutral. Cross ice, right wing pass. Banked off the boards. Here's Wenslaw. Wenslaw sets it up to Helgeson. Her shot sails wide off a deflection. Rue battles in behind the net with Holmgren. Kearney's there as well along the end wall. Ellie Helgeson has it tied up. Holmgren's there now. Rue comes to help. And it's centered off the end boards, and the Blue Jackets cleared it away. Rewerts to Lundell. Lundell sends it deep from the blue line. 14 seconds to go in the period. Shots on goal, 14-1. Backhand put on, and it sails wide by Buzzy as the puck came out to the left of the goaltender, Johnson. Anderson, shot from the right point's blocked. And that'll do it for period 1. But Roseau picks up 2 in that first period. And it was pretty much all Roseau in that game, as the Blue Jackets were only able to generate 1 shot in that first period. Meanwhile, Roseau has 14, and they put 2 in. So right now the percentage is one goal for every 7 shots so far for Roseau. See if we can extend that out a little bit coming up here in this second period. But after 1 period of play from the Hibbing Memorial Arena, it's been all Roseau here this afternoon. Roseau 2, Hibbing Chisholm nothing. And we're back with our first intermission. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey, and it's right here on 106.3 WMFG.
All right. Was our first contestant was Gavin Lanfear. That was Brady Reavers, excuse me. Now up is Gavin. Oh, just make it. All right. Next up, Jacob Mackey. All right. All 3 will move back to the center line. Next up is Gavin. Oh, a little wide. That's all right. Gavin is still winning a certificate for a Subway sandwich. Next up is Jacob. Okay, we still got Braden and Jacob. Moving back to the far blue line. Braden wins a certificate for a Subway sandwich. Jacob's got it in there. He's going for the Subway platter today. He goes all the way down to the far end goal line.
Smart. It was Helgeson, her 4th of the year from Crossan. And it was 1-0, and then a power play goal. Not even a minute later at the 9:08 mark, it was Santel picking up her team-leading 22nd of the year. Murphy on the assist. Again, that was a power play goal at 9:08. Made it 2-0, and that's where we ended up after 17 minutes of hockey. Penalties in that period. Roseau had 2 per 4 minutes, and Hibbing Chisholm had 2 per 4 minutes as well. On the power play, Blue Jackets 0 for 2, Roseau 1 for 2. And again, shots on goal in that first period, 14 for Roseau and 1 for the Blue Jackets, which came late in that first period. So see if that's going to be our downfall if we can't get it out of our defensive zone. Even on our power plays, most of the time the play was in our defensive zone. We couldn't even get it out to neutral ice for the most part. And we get a shot off when we're killing a penalty and get our only shot of the game. Anyway, that translates into saves to Edstrom with 12 and Johnson with 1. See if we can't get some scores updates for you earlier today in girls hockey. It was St. Paul United traveling up to Hilltopper Arena and defeating Duluth Marshall by a score of 2-0. Also, a final from the Falls. It was Falls all over Crookston by a score of 2-1. See if I can get this thing to refresh and see if we can get a score out of the Eveleth-Gilbert game that was played in Hoyt Lakes. And with 2 periods in the books, Eveleth-Gilbert leads Park Rapids by a score of 5-2. Forest Lake and Grand Rapids Greenway got underway at 3 o'clock. No score being reported there. Coming up at 5 o'clock, it'll be Cambridge Isanti at Cloquet Esco Carleton. In boys hockey here this afternoon, let's give this bad boy a refresh and see if we can pick up some scores. A final in overtime, it was Princeton and Evelyn Gilbert tie 1-1 in overtime. No score from Proctor. Moose Lake and Proctor got underway at 2 o'clock. Duluth Marshall is down at Champlain Park. And I'll tell you what that score is in a moment. I just saw it and scrolled right by it. It's 2-1 Champlain Park over Duluth Marshall with 29 seconds to go in period number 2. Just getting underway is Duluth East at Eden Prairie. That got underway about 29 minutes ago. Coming up later tonight, a couple of late games. It's going to be St. Paul Johnson up at International Falls. And then down in Minnetonka should be a heck of a battle. Hermantown at Minnetonka. So there you go. You're up to date on the scores and what we have so far. A couple of interesting things happen in the world of sports. I'll just kind of pass them along as we're waiting for the ice to be resurfaced. In college hockey last night, the Bulldogs get the 6-5 victory in Colorado over Colorado College. Michigan beats the Gophers 5-3. That's the Gophers' 4th straight loss in the Big Ten. And North Dakota, a 5-1 win over Bemidji State. That ends a 9-game winning streak for Bemidji State. In basketball today, Gopher men lose to Purdue 81-47. Rick Pitino blew a gasket, and that team's just falling apart on him. Reggie Lynch, of course, is facing expulsion, for which he's appealing, but right now he's practicing with the team but not allowed to play due to some sexual issues. I don't know if it's sexual harassment or assault. I'm not clear on that. Also, a key player is out for the year, but still, this team is just falling apart. They'll be lucky to make it even into the 64 field for the NCAAs. Meanwhile, the Gopher women lose to Rutgers in overtime, 80-70. The Wild, they're looking for their first win tonight over Winnipeg this season. The Vikings, if you haven't heard, have activated Sam Bradford to do so. They waived tight end Kyle Carter, but sources say that it's Teddy Bridgewater who's expected to be the backup to Case Keenum here tomorrow evening. The Twins made a move today. They signed reliever Addison Reed to a 2-year, $17 million deal, or it's rumored to be $17 million deal. And if that's the case, that would be the first big-time reliever contract in Twins history. They usually, if they do target anybody, it's usually starting pitching. Speak right, Douglas. Anyway, Addison Reed's been signed to be the primary setup man for our new closer, Fernando Rodney, who we signed earlier in the year. Also avoiding arbitration and agreeing to 1-year contracts, Robbie Grossman has agreed to a $2 million deal. Erie and Adrianza, $1 million deal. Taylor May will get $650K, and Ryan Presley $1.6 million. That all avoids arbitration. Earlier on Thursday, Eduardo Escobar signed for $4.85 million. And the only one left for arbitration that's eligible is Kyle Gibson. They have not been able to come to an agreement on that. NFL playoffs this afternoon. Atlanta and Philly got underway about an hour ago. I should probably pull that score up and see where we're at on that. Let's go Atlanta, right? Who wants to go to Philadelphia when we can play all our games at U.S. Bank? And then later tonight, 7:15, Tennessee is at New England. Sad day in the sports world. Longtime, 5+ decade college football sportscaster Keith Jackson has died at the age of 89. He passed away yesterday on a statement released this morning by ESPN, which now owns ABC. You'll remember his Whoa Nelly and all that. Primarily, he did college football on ABC Sports, and sad note as he passes away at the age of 89. And also, I'm just going to pass this along. I don't know where you can get tickets for this bad boy because I didn't dig into it too much, but apparently in Duluth on Super Bowl Sunday, there's a place called Pier B Resort Hotel, and they're having a Super Bowl viewing party. Well, it's been confirmed that 4 ex-Minnesota Vikings will be there to sign autographs and take pictures and this, that, and the other. They are Keith Millard, Henry Thomas, touchdown Tommy Kramer, and Robert Tate. So there you go. You're up to date on all that stuff because somehow I knew I was going to need a lot of things to talk about in between the first two periods because I suspected we were going to have circus elephants, but that was not the case. It was only the subway shootout. Take another break, come back here with our second period after one period of play from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. Our score, it's Roseau 2, Hibbing Chisholm nothing. It's Blue Jacket Hockey on 106.3 WMFG. And both squads are back out on the ice. We're about ready to get period number 2 underway. Roseau with the lead, 2-0. Over the Blue Jackets out, shooting the Blue Jackets 14-1 here so far in this contest. Hopefully the Blue Jackets can get something rolling here in period number 2. They're not out of this by no means, but we need to generate some offense. Most of that play was in our defensive zone. Blue Jackets have been outscored 11-14 in the first period. Meanwhile, Roseau's outscored their opponents 20-6 in period number 2. Both teams gathered around their respective benches. And in that football game, they were in the second quarter, and Philadelphia, it appeared, had just scored a touchdown, showing them up 6-3. Maybe they've got a couple of field goals. Anyway, it looks like 8:05 left to go in the first half, and Philadelphia up by 3. And here we go. Buzzy will take that draw. And it's tied up and finally knocked into the Blue Jacket zone by Helgeson. Blue Jackets try to clear. Helgeson has a left circle. Shot, save. Edstrom holds on. Just underway period 2, 11 seconds into it. Roseau with the lead by a score of 2-0. Face-off controlled by Roseau. Whipping on the shot was Bufflin. And the Blue Jackets reworks out to center before it's poked off her stick by Ostrowski. Stoskov in her own zone turns it over. Julia Girardi tries to get it to Buzzy at the left wing half wall. Julia Girardi from the left point. She'll backhand it down deep. Blue Jackets are doing a line change. 16:26 to go, period 2. Rewerts intercepts the pass at the half wall on her right side. Throws it towards the net. Going to be gathered in by Sophia Helgeson. At the right wing half wall, Haben tries the shot. That's blocked. Loose puck circle on the right wing. And now it's knocked off the stick of Lundell. Rue sends it back deep. Picked up by the Vermont signee, Elise Murphy. Left in the left corner for Sophie Helgeson. Now they're going to get it knocked right back to the Roseau blue line as soon as they got into the neutral ice area. And this is what the Blue Jackets need to do, is tie up neutral ice and take away some of that Roseau speed and maybe generate some offense. Left wing half wall, Blue Jackets zone, kept alive at the left point momentarily by Hedlund. Her shot's blocked by Rewerts. Puck left corner, Blue Jackets zone. At the left wing half wall, loose puck trickles out to neutral ice, rolls into the Roseau zone, back to grab. It's going to be Callis. Line change, Blue Jackets tried to hit Strand at the Blue Jacket blue line. She was behind everybody on that line change, but the pass was nowhere clear. So it's going to be icing on Roseau with 15:21 to go. Period number 2, it's 2-0 in favor of Roseau. Face off. Carlson will take the draw with Stoskov to the right of the goaltender Johnson. Comes at the half wall on the far boards. Now out to center at Santel. She's double teamed, loses it at the Blue Jacket blue line. Push back out to neutral and whip the puck and sent deep. It's Dury. Line change, Blue Jackets. Callis picks it up, circles the Roseau net, banks it off the left wing wall out to center. Courtney Anderson gathers it in for the Blue Jackets, circles at her own left circle. Works it ahead to Carney. Carney, double teamed and coming away with it, Santel. Here's Santel, one of the 2 goals here this afternoon. Santel, left corner, tied up. Nicely done by Buzzy. And now the loose puck's gathered in by Carney. Carney is out to center. She'll backhand it down deep. Murphy picks it up, left corner of the Rams zone. Avoids a check, sends it to the right corner for Helgeson. Helgeson works it up quickly to Santel. Santel. That pass is about waist high to Wensloff, and it's going to go into the Blue Jacket zone near the right corner. Wensloff with the puck. Back out to the blue line to Murphy. Sets it over on the other side to Helgeson. Nice move, Helgeson. Left circle shot, and that's deflected wide. Is camped out to the left of the net was Johnson. Back out to Murphy at the blue line. Murphy with the puck, circles at the right point. Circles once again. She's got Julia Girardi all over her, but she's maintaining control of the puck. There's a shot and a save, and it's cleared away. The rebound in front. Unable to hold the zone was Helgeson at the left point. She'll regroup and neutralize. Tipped into the Blue Jacket zone by Crossan. Line change, Roseau. 13:40 to go in period 2. It's a 2-0 Roseau lead. Left corner. Wensloff tries to dig it out. In behind the net. With the puck is Crossan. Had it poked off her stick by Flatten. Flatten tried to send it around, couldn't do it. Wensloff, right corner. Back out to the point to Callis. Callis, right point, shot sails wide. Left wing half wall for Hedlund. Hedlund turns it over. Here comes Julia Girardi, who fires it down the ice. This will be enough for an icing. With 13:12 left to go in our second period, it's Roseau with a 2-0 lead. And shots in this period, 2 zip. Total shots in the game, 16-1 in favor of the Roseau Rams. Face off to the right of Edstrom. To the left point. Struggling to control that there for a moment was Bufflin. Bufflin with the puck. Here's Bufflin's high slot shot. That's cleared away up over the net. Maria Girardi in the left corner. Blue Jackets trying to clear the zone. They finally do. It rolls back down into the Roseau zone. Lundell harassing Ellie Helgeson. Ellie Helgeson out to center on the right side. Rolls off her stick. Helgeson shots blocked in front. Nicely done by Rue. With the puck is Helgeson. Helgeson in behind the Blue Jacket net. Takes it in the left corner. Helgeson back to the left point. Sets it up for Sophie Helgeson. At the half wall on the left wing. Sent out into neutral ice. Or it'll be quickly just picked up by Murphy. To Sophie Helgeson. Tipped into the Blue Jacket zone. Off the stick of Ostrowski. And sent deep. Helgeson trying to get to it. Comes back out to neutral ice. Blue Jackets Dury has it. Her pass is knocked away at the blue line. Carlson with the puck comes to Rue. And now Murphy chasing a loose puck with Rewards near the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Murphy in behind the net. Murphy tried to center it. Puck's loose, bouncing around, picked up in the left circle. Back to Sophie Helgeson. Sets it up for Murphy, right point. She'll send it near the half wall. Lundell banks it off the left wing boards out to neutral ice. Murphy, the Vermont commit, takes the shot, deflected up over the net. And out of play. So, with 11:33 to go in period 2, Blue Jackets playing much better defensively. They've only given up 3 shots in this period so far, but still trail Roseau by a score of 2-0. Face off to the left of Edstrom, tied up. Buzzy wins the draw. Flatten picks it up right corner. She'll rattle it around the boards into the left corner where it's intercepted by Strand. Strand tied up momentarily by Anderson. Centering pass right in front. Shot put on and the save parked right in front of the net was Ostrowski. Actually, that was Santel. Santel camped right out in front, got the shot off. Nice save by Abby Edstrom. Face off now to the left of Edstrom. Buzzy on the draw with Stoskov. Knocked into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Flatten with the puck. Sends it to the half wall to Julia Girardi. That's going to be knocked back along the end boards. Flatten battles for the puck. It's going to come around and be picked up near the left wing half wall. Unable to clear it over the Blue Jackets. Is trying to get it out for the Blue Jackets was Dorothy Carney. Play continues in the Blue Jacket zone. Shot blocked from the right point. Comes to the right corner. Stoskov trying to set up Santel. Comes out near the blue line. And a big slap shot from Ella Helgeson and a save by the goaltender Abby Edstrom. Out to center. Rolls to the Rams blue line where it's picked up by Callis. Here come the Roseau Rams again. Sent into the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Fired down the ice by Kearney for an icing. That allows the Blue Jackets to switch up lines. So with 10:28 to go. Period number 2, it's 2-0 Roseau. Face off to the right of Edstrom this time, and Maria Girardi wins the draw. Weaver from her own left corner sends it around to the right wing half wall. And now it's, kept alive by Murphy. Murphy's shot's blocked. It's going to roll into the left corner of the Blue Jackets zone. Rue with the puck. Banked it off the end boards over near the right wing half wall again to Lundell. She'll chip it out near the blue line, and now the Blue Jackets come away with it. Reward's pass is behind Haben. It's going to be an icing on the Blue Jackets. 9:58 to go. Period number 2, and it's a 2-0 Roseau lead. It's been all Roseau in this contest. Face-off controlled by Roseau. Murphy just backhands it down deep along the end wall for Wensloff. Wensloff had it poked off her stick. She'll regain control, sets it up to Helgeson at the left point. Her shot gets through traffic, directed away off the stick of Edstrom. Lundell, the center, couldn't control it. Knocked back into the Blue Jacket zone. 9.5 to go here in period number 2, and it's 2-0 Roseau. Picked up in the right corner by Sophie Helgeson. Helgeson trying to work it ahead to her teammate. Puck loose left circle. It's knocked into the left corner of the Rams zone. On the right wing half wall. Loose puck knocked down by Murphy. Murphy sets it up. Here's Bufflin. Jenna Bufflin across at the blue line. Bufflin with the puck. Bufflin battling with Rue. Bufflin, one of the seniors on this squad, comes out to the right point off her stick. Shot thrown at the net by Ella Helgeson, sails wide. Almost intercepted by Bufflin on a clearing attempt. It's out to center, Carlson. And now with the puck, Mattinen banks it off the left wing boards down in the Roseau zone. Line change Blue Jackets with 8:42 to go in period 2. It's a 2-0 Rams lead. Dougie DeKeer, glad to have you along. Carried in by Ella Helgeson. Tried a little give and go. Didn't quite work. Zatrosky couldn't get to it, but it comes out now to the blue line. Shots blocked by Julia Girardi. Loose puck gathered in and carried in by Helgeson. Pushed back to the blue line. Once again, Julia Girardi clears it out. Out to center. Here comes Buzzy. Buzzy gets a shot off, top of the left circle. Save made, and no rebound. Second shot of the game for the Blue Jackets comes at the 8:11 mark of period 2. 2-0 Roseau. Shots on goal, 20-2. Blue Jackets find themselves down here in this contest. And the Blue Jackets control the puck. Rewerts banked it off the left wing board. Sends it down deep along the end boards. Puck loose in the left corner. Haben had it momentarily, and Murphy took it away. Here's Murphy for the Rams. Out the center. Her pass is disrupted by Rewerts. And backhanded into the Blue Jacket zone by Santel. To the right wing half wall. Strand gives chase. Now tied up in the right corner. Nice play by Rue to spin away, and now she goes down. Puck is loose. Maria Girardi tries to get to it. Stoskov trying to dig it loose as well as Strand. There to disrupt it is Maria Girardi and Rue. Sent back into the right corner. Rue goes down. Now they'll work it up to the right wing half wall. And the Blue Jackets flip it, but not out. Knocked down. Shot sails wide after Murphy caught it out of the air and laid it on the ice. Her shot goes wide. Unable to hold the zone was Sophie Helgeson. She'll send it over now to Murphy on the left wing. Murphy had it poked off her stick, but it's still in the Blue Jacket zone. She'll regain control near the left corner, battling with Rewerts. Backhanded pass right in front. That was one of them no-look backhanded passes and got it right to Santel. There's a shot from the right side that sails wide off the stick of Helgeson. And now it's going to be picked up by Haben. Haben shot from the top of the right circle as she broke into the zone, picking up the loose puck. Glove save by the goaltender, Josie Johnson. So with 6:40 to go in period 2, it's still a Roseau lead of 2-0. Shots on goal remain 21-2. Blue Jackets have been outscored now 7-1 in this period. They were outshot 14-1 in period number 1. Dumped back in offside. 6:35 to go in our second period from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. Coming up between periods, we'll take a look at our stats, also check in on some more of those games, see if we can't get a few more finals from some of these games that started at 2 and 3 o'clock here this afternoon. Penalty free so far in the second period. Each team had 2 for 4 in period number 1. That's sent deep by Anderson. Chasing it is Callis, gathers it in behind the Ram net. Her pass didn't connect. The left point, Rue keeps it alive. And that clearing attempt goes up into the Hibbing bench. And we'll have a face-off to the right of the freshman goaltender, Josie Johnson, seeing her first action of the year and has only seen 2 shots so far all afternoon long. Face-off to the right of the goaltender. Buzzy wins the draw. Rue sends it deep, in behind the net, chipped around to the right side. Sent back in behind the net. It'll be picked up by Callis. Callis works it up, left wing half wall, chipped out the center, knocked off the stick of Carney, carried across by Wensloff, sets it up, left circle. Unable to get much of that shot off, was crossing, and back come the Blue Jackets. It's Buzzy to center, Buzzy slap shot. That's deflected into the near corner, comes all the way to the right wing half wall. Buzzy with the puck. Buzzy spins it deep. Murphy with the puck along the end board, sends it in the left corner, tries to set up Johnson. Johnson had it taken away, thrown towards the net. Puck loose, left circle, still bouncing around, puck loose, and Johnson freezes it, and we'll have a face-off. And we got a penalty coming up on a slash as well. And who's going off? This will come at the 11:29 mark. And it's going to be Buzzy going off for the slash. So she must have caught the goaltender trying to dig that puck loose. But it's power play number 3 for Roseau. They're 1 for 2 on the power play here this afternoon. Again, their power play pretty good this year. 37.5% coming into the game. That's pretty unheard of. 12 goals and 32 power play attempts. Now they'll set it up. Slap shot by Bufflin, right point, save Edstrom.
Buzzy for slashing. Penalty 11:29.
Face-off going to be to the left of the goaltender Edstrom. Out on the penalty kill, Lundell, Maria Girardi, Rewerts, and Kearney. Left corner with the puck. Sent around by Stoskov. Back out to the blue line. Bufflin over to Murphy on the left point. Sets it up to the left circle. Her shot's blocked. That was off the stick of Stoskov. Back to Murphy. Murphy over to Bufflin, right point. They'll set it up down low, Standel. Oh, and the miscommunication of Santel. Put it between the 2 defensemen. Comes all the way back into Rams zone. It's Murphy with the puck. Still a minute 16 to go in the power play to Bufflin. Bufflin back to Murphy. Here's Murphy out to neutral ice. Murphy's across on the left wing. Sets it up and leaves it for Stoskov. Right circle, Santel centering pass. Murphy cut in, unable to connect. 58 seconds to go in the power play. Back up high Murphy. Here's Bufflin, top of the left circle. Bufflin, her pass is knocked down. And trying to shove the puck in with Strand. But Abby Edstrom's having nothing to do with that. So 47 seconds to go in this power play. 4:18 to go period 2. And with Roseau up 2-0, the faceoff will come to the right of Edstrom. Maria Girardi is going to take the draw against Annika Stoskov. Controlled by the Rams. Here's Murphy. And her pass to Bufflin, unable to hold the zone, and now Rue comes up with the puck. Rue trying to get by Bufflin. Rue's got Lundell with her. And penalty coming up on Bufflin again. That's her third. This is a trip. And Bufflin goes to the sin bin. We'll have 4-on-4 hockey. It's going at the 12:57 mark, so 33 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, and then the Blue Jackets will have a minute 27 power play coming up. Shots on goal for the Blue Jackets up to 4 now. Coming in, puck loose. The backhander of Lundell was blocked and is cleared away by the Rams. Rewerts takes a poke at it. Now it's taken away by Girardi. Maria's shot and a save. Looked like it was off the face mask, and it wrist her from the left circle. There's Maria Girardi. Sends it back to Rue at the Blue Jacket blue line. Back to Girardi. 2 seconds to go. And now the Blue Jackets go on power play number 3 here tonight.
Blue Jackets at full strength.
Minute 23 to go in that power play. Blue Jackets trying to switch up personnel. Rewerts throws it towards the net. Buzzy's shot's deflected. Loose pucks gathered in by Helgeson. Unable to clear. Kept alive by Rewerts right point. Rewerts again kept it alive. And now it's finally backhanded down the ice by Ella Helgeson, the junior. Minute to go in the Blue Jacket power play. 3 minutes to go, period 2. It's 2-0 Roseau. Carried ahead by Lundell. Here's Lundell. She'll set it up in front. Tried to get Buzzy. Couldn't connect. Here, Rewerts. Lundell lets it go deep. Buzzy with the puck. Avoids the check of Hedlund momentarily. Lundell back to Buzzy. Intercepted by Santel. Here's Santel working down the left wing. Santel banks it off the left wing board. Santel in behind the Blue Jacket net. Looking, shot. That's deflected as she took a wrister from the right circle. Unable to clear the zone. Still 20 seconds to go in the Blue Jacket power play. And again, the Blue Jackets now all of a sudden can't get it out of their zone. Out to center to Buzzy. Buzzy, 8 seconds to go, and she denied entry by Callis at the Ram blue line. That'll be it in 2 seconds for the power play. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. 2 minutes to go in period number 2. Roseau with the lead, 2-0. Cross-ice pass. Mattinen couldn't get to it. Sophie Helgeson works it up. Now to Wensloff. Wensloff to center. To Santel. Rose off her stick. Pushed in offside. Minute 44 to go in our second period. Roseau with the lead, 2-0. Shots on goal, 24-6 in favor of Roseau. Blue Jackets being outshot 10-5 in this period. Much better than the first period where we were outshot 14-1. Puck loose, left wing half wall, Blue Jacket zone. Minute 36 to go in period number 2. Bouncing pass from Carlson's behind Annika Mattinen. Mattinen sends it deep. They'll wash any icing. Line change, Blue Jackets. On the left wing with the puck is Holmgren. She's out to center. Had it poked off her stick by Maria Girardi. Puck does trickle into the Blue Jackets zone. Maria Girardi with it. Backhands it back down into the Rams zone. Giving chase and picking it up is going to be Sophie Helgeson. Her little behind the back no look pass whiff, but she was able to regain control on the right side. It's Lauren Johnson. Johnson shot from the top of the right circle, sails wide, trickles out, bounces to the left of Edstrom. Smart play. She reached down and froze the puck. 54 seconds to go in period 2. And it's Roseau with a 2-0 lead. Again, coming up between periods, we'll review our stats. We'll also go over and see if we can't catch any scores of any of these games going on. Maybe catch a few more finals. Doug Dietrich here, glad to have you along. Brought back into the Blue Jacket zone. Centering pass, knocked away by Rewerts. Cleared down the ice by the Blue Jackets, and it's an icing with 33 seconds to go. Face off to the right of Edstrom. Slap shot by Bufflin's block. Still 28 seconds to go. Sent back deep into the Blue Jacket zone. It's Ella Helgeson. Sends it to the left wing half wall. Puck loose left circle. Bouncing around. Bufflin takes a whack at it. Goes into the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Grand penalty coming up on Ruse. She took out Bufflin. Ruse going off for the trip. And it's power play number 4 coming up for Roseau. Let's come at the 16:49 mark.
Blue Jackets, number 26, Lillian Rue. 2-minute minor for Rue for Turkey. Second penalty, 16:49.
See if the Blue Jackets can kill this one off as well. 1 for 3 in the power play so far for Roseau. This is their 4th power play. And that'll be it for period number 2. So no scoring in that period. That's good news for the Blue Jackets. They also generated some shots. It's now 25-6 in favor of Roseau. Coming up, we'll review our stats from our first period, and we'll also see if we can't pick up some more scores of some of these boys and girls hockey games that are going on this afternoon. That's all coming up in our second intermission after 2 from the Hibbing Memorial Arena. It is Roseau 2 and Hibbing Chisholm nothing. After 2 periods of play from the Hibbing Memorial Arena, Roseau leads by a score of 2-0. No scoring in that second period. Blue Jackets played much better defensively. They were able to generate a few more shots. They actually were outshot 11-5 in that period, but shots for 2 periods in the game, 25-6 in favor of Roseau. Saves in that second period. Abby Edstrom had 11 for a 2-period total of 23. Johnson had 5 for a 2-period total of 6. Penalties in the period. Roseau had 1 now for 2 minutes through the game, 2 periods. They now have 3 for 6 minutes. Meanwhile, Blue Jackets had 2 penalties for 4 minutes through 2 periods of play. They have 4 penalties for 8 minutes. Lillian Rue will be sitting in the box for another minute 49 as she picks up a late tripping call there in the second period. So Roseau Wrens will start out the third period with a minute 49 of a power play. Well, the Blue Jackets see if they can find the back of the net now and make this an interesting matchup. They really cleaned things up in that second period, and they started to look a lot better. Still struggling on the power play to get anything generated, though. That's something I know that the coaches have been working on and will continue to work on right up into the playoffs as well. All right, let's take a look and see if we can get some scores. We'll start on the girls' side. We do have a couple of finals. St. Paul United shut out Duluth Marshall in Duluth 2-0. Up in the Falls, it was Crookston, our opponent from last night, getting beat up pretty bad. International Falls gets the victory 12-1. See if I can find any other local scores. It's a final from Hoyt Lakes Arena. Evelyn Gilbert beats Park Rapids by a score of 6-2 in girls hockey here this afternoon. And a game that's underway over at the IRA Civic Center, but no score being reported. It's Forest Lake at Grand Rapids Greenway. Coming up at 5 from Cloquet, it'll be Cambridge, Asani, Mora, Pine City, and however many other towns are into that one. But I think it's Cambridge, Asani, Mora, and I want to say maybe even Pine City thrown in there as well. We'll be traveling to take on Cloquet Esco Carlton at 5 o'clock. In boys hockey, we do have a final in overtime, an overtime tie. Evelyn Gilbert and Princeton knotted all up at 1. Proctor and Moose Lake got underway at 2, but no score is being reported from them as well. Duluth Marshall makes the trip to Champlin Park, and with 50 seconds to go in the third, Champlin Park is up on top by a score of 3-1. And it's, see if I can find a Duluth East Eden Prairie score. They didn't even have it up. Yep, see, they started at 4, and it's not even up. Then later tonight, it's going to be St. Paul Johnson and International Falls. That game gets underway at 7. And in a big one tonight, Hermantown will travel to Minnetonka for a 7 o'clock face-off between two teams battling it out to become the kings of A and AA. Of course, in Class A, Hermantown is back on top. In AA, Minnetonka is number 2. So you can expect that to be a heck of a game right there as well. I'm trying to find this final, and it is a final. East Grand Forks scores 2 goals in the third period to defeat Lake of the Woods by a score of 2-1. So that Lake of the Woods team must be pretty good, because I think that makes their record now 9-3. Or something to that effect, but they must be a pretty good little squad to be able to have a record like that, especially in that section where they're playing in 8A against like Thief River Falls, Crookston, East Grand Forks, War Road. I mean, That's a tough little section. And Lake of the Woods is smack dab into it this year with a nice record. Now we're going to take another break. We'll come back with third period action. Hopefully the Blue Jackets can generate some offense. That seems to be the issue here tonight so far. But after 2 periods of play, defensively, the Blue Jackets have tightened things up. And they only trail by a score of 2-0 to Roseau. You're listening to KQ North 106.3 WMFG Hibbing, a service of Midwest Communications. And we're about ready for third period action here from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena after 2. Roseau holds a 2-0 lead over the Blue Jackets. See what the Blue Jackets come up with here in between periods. And maybe get a quick goal here in this third period and kind of pull some momentum away from Roseau. Roseau has won the last 2 years against the Blue Jackets, trying to extend that to 3 games in a row. Blue Jackets, though, they'd like to get back in the win column against the Roseau Rams here tonight. Minute 49 left in that penalty to Lillian Rue. Went off for a late trip in the second period. Blue Jackets in the third period, by far their best period of the season, outscoring their opponents 24-15. Roseau only has scored 12, while their opponents have scored 6. So that's by far their lowest scoring period of their season. Of course, they're still outscoring their opponents by 6, but it is the lowest scoring. Blue Jackets right to left. Buzzy's out there on the line. Up front is going to be Kearney and Rewerts. And then holding the back end will be Lundell on this penalty kill. Into the Blue Jackets zone. Cleared away. They tried to hook up Murphy. Murphy battles with Lundell. Murphy in behind the Blue Jacket net. She'll set it over on the left wing. That's Stoskopf with the puck. Stoskopf and Rewerts took it away. And Kearney tried to backhand it out. Couldn't do it. Murphy kept it alive, left point. Sent back down to Stoskopf in the left corner. Stoskopf, left wing half wall. To Murphy. They'll hand it off. Here's Murphy. Thrown towards the net. Hits the side of the net. Puck's in behind the net. Here's Santel. To Bufflin. Bufflin, wrist shot from the right circle. Sails up over the top of the net. Still 1:03 to go in the power play. Chipped in behind the net. Santel with the puck. Santel again to Bufflin. They couldn't connect, and it's going to roll all the way down into the Roseau Ram zone. Buzzy gives chase. Murphy will get there first. Here's Murphy with the puck. She'll stop in behind the Roseau net. 45 seconds to go in the power play. Right wing pass to Bufflin. She's at center. Hands it off to Santel, who stops at the right point. Tried to go back to Bufflin. It's off her skate. Rolls in on Edstrom. She reaches down to freeze the puck. 36 seconds to go in that power play. You got 15:47 to go in the game. And Roseau up by a score of 2-0. Face off to the right of Edstrom. That's going to be controlled by the Rams. They'll set it up in behind the net to Wenslow from the right corner. Out to the blue line to Kalis. Kalis' shots deflected off the stick of Haven, up and out of play. Face-off will remain to the left of Edstrom. Blue Jackets trail 2-0. Still 25 seconds to go in their Roseau Ram power play. Face-off controlled by the Rams. Out to the blue line, it's Hedlund. That's deflected in the left corner. Blue Jackets come away with it and sent down the ice. Nicely done by the Blue Jackets. That was Lundell firing it down the ice. Quickly back up to the Blue Jacket blue line. Ostrowski. And Ostrowski carried it in offside. So this should be the end of the penalty coming up here in 5 seconds. Get back to 5-on-5 hockey. Maybe the Blue Jackets can get something going here. Shots 25-7. Face-off controlled by the Rams. Murphy tied up, regains control, carries it across the line. Rue took it away, and she'll backhand it back out into neutral ice. Helgeson banked off the left wing wall, comes into the Blue Jacket zone. Rewerts try to clear, knocked down at the left wing half wall near the left circle. It's Ostrowski. Sets it up, and a wrist shot put on. That was off of Helgeson. Murphy, right wing half wall, Blue Jacket zone, avoids the Haven check out near the right point, spins and moves. She'll put it on net, the save, and it's frozen, no rebound. So with 14:36 to go, Blue Jackets trail 2-0. I think it would really give them a boost if they could find a way to get a goal here in the next couple of minutes. Face off to the left of the goaltender Edstrom, won by the Blue Jackets. Anderson battling in behind the net with Ostrowski. Ostrowski comes away with it, left corner. Still trying to battle and dig the puck loose. In behind the Blue Jacket net. Comes around to the right wing half wall. Lundell will battle with Sagan. To the right point, Sophie Helgerson shots blocked. Buzzy across the blue line. Her shots deflected up and out of play. So 13:56 to go. We'll have a face-off to the left of the goaltender Johnson. She's only seen 7 shots here in her season debut. Maria Girardi takes the draw and is tied up with Staskov. In the right corner, that's off the stick of Hedlund. Comes to the left corner, now at the left wing half wall in the Ram zone. Rewert sends it back around to the right corner. Comes out to the right point, flat, and sends it deep once again. Loose puck picked up by Kalis. Kalis worked it up to Strand, comes out to neutral ice. Rewerts battles for that puck. Also, Julia Girardi's there as well. Chipped to the Blue Jacket blue line. There's Girardi at center, knocked off her stick, and sent deep by Haven. Line change, Blue Jackets. 13:15 to go in the contest, and Roseau with the lead, 2-0. Out to center, and with the puck is Santles. Santles near the left wing half wall. Centering pass is deflected up into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Mattinen picks it up. Mattinen worked it up to Carlson. Carlson banks it off the left wing boards down into the Roseau zone where it's gathered in by Hedlund. Hedlund's going to send it back to the left corner for Kalis. Kalis will work it up to Strand. Long pass to the Blue Jacket blue line, trying to get Santel. Unable to connect, and it's an icing. With 12:41 to go, it's 2-0 in favor of Roseau. Shots on goal, 27-7. Face off to the right of the goaltender Johnson. Left point, Anderson shot, deflected, pad saved by Johnson. Into the left corner of the Roseau zone, now at the half wall. And the Blue Jackets are stepping it up here a little bit. Buzzy pokes it back deep. The Rams, Sophie Helgeson, had it poked off her stick. Right there to help out, though, was L. Helgeson. Now it's Bufflin in behind the Blue Jacket net. Bufflin with the puck at the left wing half wall. Bufflin throws it cross ice on the right wing. Unable to hold the zone was Ostrowski. Ostrowski back at center, battling with Lundell. Murphy tried to push it in, poked away by Rue to the Roseau blue line. Sophie Helgeson has to spin around, tried to get the pass to Bufflin. Bufflin picks it up. Bufflin rattles it around to the left wing half wall. Out near the blue line, kept alive by Juliet Girardi. Quickly down the other way, though, come the Rams, and it's dumped down in by Bufflin. Line change, Roseau, 11:29 to go. 2-0, Roseau Rams. Dumped in the Roseau zone. Haven tried to get to it along the end boards, and the Rams come away with it. Out to center ice with the puck is Wensloff. Wensloff cuts in, left circle, shot by, and a save by Edstrom, and it popped right out, and she drove and just put her gloves down in the blue ice to free it. So face off to the right of Edstrom. This one won by Carlson. Puck loose, long the end board. Ooh, centering right in front, standing all alone was Wensloff. And Edstrom smartly got the paddle down and moved that puck away. There's a shot from near the left point, deflected up and out of play. So with 10:56 to go, remains a 2-0 lead for Roseau. Face off to the right of Edstrom. Down in the left corner. Wenslaw now, trying to backhand wrap around off the stick of Johnson. Goes all the way to the left wing wall. Here come the Blue Jackets, Haven. That's actually Lundell and not Haven. Lundell had it taken away by Callis. Carney took out Callis at the right wing half wall. Anderson pinches down, sends it deep. There's Buzzy. Buzzy pushes it in along the end boards. Lundell trying to dig it loose from Hedlund. Buzzy's there as well. Coming away with that puck is Wenslaw. Headman pass, tipped out to center. Rue, and now carried across. Here's a breakaway coming in. Gets a shot off. It was crossing. She got behind the D, but didn't get much of a shot off that sailed wide. Centering pass, cleared away by Lundell. Lundell flips it down the ice, right on net, so the Blue Jackets can do a line change. Here come the Rams the other way. Crossing again, sets it up, right circle, shot, and a save off the wrister from Zagan from the right circle. And it was crossing right there, trying to get the loose puck. Here come the Blue Jackets the other way. It's Rewerts. Rewerts from center, fires it in. Knocked down by Johnson with the glove. Rolls into the right corner. Haven couldn't get to it, and the Rams come away with it. Truck out to center, crossing with it again. Left circle, crossing, wrist shot. This time Edstrom holds on. 9:08 to go. 2-0 Roseau. Shots now 31-9 in favor of the Rams. Roseau trying to make it 3 straight over the Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets would like nothing more than to end that. That's deflected up and out of play. On the shot. So have a face-off to the right of Edstrom once again. Face-off comes out to the high slot. Shot got through traffic. Nice wrister from Ellie Hedlund, the junior. Nice save by Edstrom. Blue Jackets get it out to center. Here's Carlson. Banks it deep off the left wing wall. Murphy pokes it around to the right corner. Standel tried to work it back up to Murphy. It rolls out to neutral. And here comes Stanel. Stanel to the left circle. Stanel comes in. Shot hits a pipe. And the Blue Jackets got a break there. 3-0 would have been tough to come back against a team like this with only 8.5 to go. Down into the Roseau zone and a late offside call. 8:23 to go. 2-0 Roseau. Stanel hits the post, fortunately for us. Roseau controls the puck. Carried across on the right side of Ostrowski. High slot shot in the goal. It's tipped in front. I think, let's see if they credit Bufflin with the goal or Helgeson. Either way, it's 3-0. It looks like Helgeson, it'll be her second of the afternoon if they give it to her. So come at 8:47. Roseau goes up 3-0. So Ostrowski and Callis get the assist. That's the second goal of the game and 5th of the year for Al Helgeson. And it's 3-0. Meanwhile, the Blue Jackets generate a shot, but quickly down the other way, here come the Rams. Carried across on the right wing by Ostrowski. To the right point, shots deflected, goes wide. They'll set it up with the puck is Hedlund. Right in front, puck loose. And a whistle. Net came off its mooring. So should have the face-off in the Blue Jacket zone. We will, to the right of Edstrom. 7:34 to go. And it's now a 3-0 lead in favor of Roseau. And the faceoff's going to come all the way out near the right point. Holding the zone was Sophie Helgeson, but now it's Maria Girardi to the blue line. Crosses, gets a shot off, another save by Johnson. Need to generate some people down low when you shoot them pucks. Johnson saw it the whole way. It's going to be tough to get a buyer from that distance. Dumped into the Blue Jacket zone. Anderson had it. Platten tried to work it up to Julia Girardi. Maria Girardi intercepts. She's at center. She'll fire it in on net. And again, these shots are coming from outside the blue line. We need to get into the offensive zone and screen the goaltender. Taken away. Brought in by Carlson. Penalty coming up on Roseau. And the Blue Jackets go on the power play. It's going to be a hook. And going off is Murphy. The Blue Jacket power play number 4 coming up. So come at 11:19, or 10:19, excuse me. See what the Blue Jackets can do here. It's cleared over to the right wing half wall. And it comes out to center where Lundell will have to pick it up. Cross ice left wing pass the route. Turn it over. Here comes Bufflin. Bufflin back the other way. Bufflin to the right circle. Bufflin stops. She'll go down. Penalty is going to be called on Lundell for a cross check. And just like that, the power play is negated. Lundell is going to go off for the cross check. This will come at 10:38. 10:39, excuse me. I can't count today for some reason. All right, 4-on-4 hockey for a minute 40. Face off to the left of Edstrom. Callis shot. Gets through traffic but sails wide from the right point. Slap shot from the left point. That's blocked. Back into the Blue Jacket zone. Reworks, right wing pass. Maria Girardi. Maria Girardi shot sails wide from the right wing half wall. And quickly down the other way come the Rams, but it should be an icing, and it is with 5:51 to go. 3-0 Roseau. Minute 10 of 4-on-4 hockey. And then a very short Roseau power play of 20 seconds. Face off to the right of Johnson, who's faced 14 shots now. 8 shots for the Blue Jackets in this period. And 8 shots for Roseau. Back out to center with the puck. To the right circles. Nice setup and a nice block on Santel. But a nice setup by Stoskov. There's a shot that sails high. Stoskov, right corner, Blue Jacket zone. Still 4-on-4 hockey for 39 seconds. Bufflin, slap shot. Sails wide from the right point. Stoskov tiled up. And here come the Blue Jackets. Haben gets by the defender, Callis, who fell down in neutral, but back to pick up the loose puck is Bufflin. There's Bufflin left corner. Back to Callis along the end board. To Santel. Here's Santel to center. 12 seconds to go in the power play. Santel with one of the goals today. Her shot's blocked when she got between the circles. Tried to get her wrist off. And a shot put on by Callis and deflected into the right corner. Okay, Roseau on the power play here for number 5 for 20 seconds. There's Callis' slap shot, right point, directed in behind the net off the paddle of Edstrom. Blue Jackets clear it down the ice. This should take care of the power play. And it does right now. All right, we got 4:20 to go, and the Blue Jackets trail 3-0. Need to find the back of the net, girls. Knocked down into the right corner. There's Rewerts. Rewerts tried to send it behind the net. It was momentarily intercepted by Helgeson. It's Girardi. Maria Works it around. It'll be sent back deep from the right point by Hoogland. Puck's tied up near the left corner. Trying to dig it loose. Anderson, Girardi. Shot put on from the left point from Hedlund and a save by Edstrom. Centering pass intercepted by Lundell. Her pass doesn't connect with Buzzy, and Helgeson just buries it back into the Blue Jacket zone. Line change coming up for Roseau with 3:30 to go. Roseau with the lead, 3-0. Now Lundell with the puck to center. Lundell across on the left wing. Slap shot coming. Save. Knocked down by Johnson. Lundell with the puck. Centering. A one-timer doesn't work with Dury. Here's Dury along the end wall. Battling with Murphy. Murphy comes away with it right corner. Out near the point. Mattinen sends it deep. 2:58 to go. 3-0. Favor of Roseau. Roseau trying to clear their zone. It's Sagan. Out to center. That pass from Crossan does not connect with Helgeson, so it's an icing with 2:46 to go. Face off now to the right of the goaltender Johnson. Flattened shot, sails wide. Buzzy took it away near the right point, tried to throw it towards the net. That was knocked down and quickly brought to center. Carried across on the right wing, it's Holmgren. Holmgren set it up for her teammate Winslow. Her shot was blocked. Right point, Callis sends it deep. It'll come out to the left circle where it's gathered in by Kearney. Her pass is knocked down. The Rams regain control with 2:14 to go. Back into the Blue Jacket zone from the right corner. Winslow in behind the net. And the Blue Jackets are able to push it out to neutral ice, but back to pick it up instantly is Callis. Here's Callis. Callis had it poked off her stick by Kearney. Maria Girardi picks it up, sends it in behind the net to Rue. Rue, left wing pass to Lundell. Lundell couldn't control it. Rue's got to bounce it off the end wall, try to work it over to Flatten. Flatten works it up on the far boards, and down the other way, here come the Blue Jackets. Lundell on a pass from Maria Girardi. Her shot's blocked by Callis with 1.5 to go. Right wing pass to Strand. Here's Strand, the center, hooks it up to Stoskov, who's across on the right side. Stoskov behind the net. Puck loose, cleared away by the Blue Jackets. Nicely done once again by Maria Girardi. Girardi will battle into the right corner with Hoogland. And behind the net, play continues. We have 1:02 to go. Kept alive left point on the clearing attempt is Hedlund. Rewerts picks it up. Rewerts tried to get it to Haven. Puck up near the left point, and Haven was able to just push it out, but it's dumped right back in with 44 seconds to go. Slap shot coming from the top of the left circle, sails wide off the stick of Ellie Hedlund. But the Rams are going to pick up their third victory in a row against the Blue Jackets. Here's Rue now to the blue line. Rue, wrist shot coming. That's blocked by Hedlund. 23 seconds to go. Tied up left wing half wall. Out to center with the puck is Strand. Cross ice pass, sets it up. Stano left circle, throws it on net. Blocker save over the top of the net with 8 seconds to go. And it's going to be a Roseau victory here. And Roseau is going to stay at only 4 losses on the season. A final score is going to be 3-0. Blue Jackets, they gave it a valiant effort, but they just couldn't get much offense going here against a very good Roseau team as they get outshot 35-15 as they get 9 shots in the third period. All right, we'll be back with our post-game show coming up. Our final score once again from Hibbing Memorial Arena. It's Roseau 3 and the Hibbing Blue Jackets nothing. Post game's on the way. Blue Jacket hockey right here on 106.3 WMFG.